Well, hello there. Sometimes I forget I'm recording, and I am. So here I am. Enjoy being here. This is my joy place. This is one of my favorite stories. But then all of them are my favorite stories, so I guess I'll just have to say that. A little water. I just had one of those moments where the breath went in and out and something collided. But anyway, we're here. Um, we've been doing these meditations, visualizations. Maybe I'm not doing them all that great, but we're doing them for you. Well, you got to do it sooner or later. So, uh, it all comes out in the wash. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So invite Jesus into your laundry room. I have one. Well, not really. It's in my kitchen room, but it's in the corner, so we'll call it laundry corner. I invite God in the laundry corner. Wonder what he'll find there. Well, you visualize it, you put him there, and you guess you find out. And you'll know the truth is that it's another place that you can allow Jesus to be. You're starting to get an idea. And I'm inviting Jesus into my laundry room right now. As having a moment. So, if you wish to get a hold of me, you can do that through wonderful email Eric, starthealing.me. So, starthealing.me. Eric. Cool. Got it. So, you just send me an email. I'll send you a link. I'll send you that link, and you will book an appointment, and we will um, talk. I apologize. It's something I have to go deal with. And I know that you won't really see this, but I got to pause. So there's going to be this thing that you'll see. I apologize, but it has to go. Hello, we're back. There's probably a little jig on here, but we'll be fine. I had to go rescue my washer from running across the room talking about your laundry corner. Anyway, that's all sorted and dealt with. And like I said, if you use that link and if you send an email, I'll send you a link and we'll talk. And remember again that it's still January, so you can still get that New Year's legacy teaching for $0. And like, subscribe, and share if you're enjoying. Let's head to that story. I haven't been there for a while, and I do apologize. It's just Fridays haven't worked out, but this one is. So here we are. Well, that was an interesting counseling meeting, wasn't it? Some stuff going on in the end there, and, happy family stuff. And next morning, of course, has to come. And he's off fixing machines again. Now, these are bigger machines, sorters and stuff for gold mines and stuff like that that the guy has. And of course, Shadow's following along. Now, you may think Shadow should be in school. I mean, she's 16, yes, but she shouldn't be skipping. Well, she already passed. Well, we'll explain that a little bit later, but yeah, she's got her, well, she's got a few things. She's not an unintelligent child, as we would call her. She's more of a young woman who has completely passed her high school and done some college stuff too. So, quite an interesting little lady. But she loves being with him, so off they go. Joseph and Shadow, and off she goes. And this time they're working on a sorter, and it's yeah, it's going to take a little bit of time. It's going to be tore down and put back together. It's gone through a rough bit. Somebody fed something through it that wasn't good. And the guy agrees. He said, I let that guy go. He tried to feed something through that wasn't properly processed, and yeah, this is what happens. So Joseph spends most of the day doing that, and then he looks up and there is a lady standing on the other side of the bank away from the sorter, and Shadow goes, "Who that?" And he goes, "Oh, might be somebody we need to talk to. Uh, she from out there? Oh, no, no, she's from here, but she may have a request." Oh, well, let me just finish this off, and he spends another 40 minutes and hits the button and it's sorting again. Yep. Drops some dirt. He goes to the guy who happens to be there running around looking for some things. Drops some, gets into his loader, gets some dirt, drops it. And boom. Oh, look at that. The gold's coming out the other side. Oh, yeah, a little bit of silver there too, huh? Huh. Oh, good. We could use a little bit of good stuff. Oh my, what else is in there? Oh, well, you look at that. God told you to dig here, huh? Yep. Learning to dig where God tells me. Wow, we're gonna be, that's gonna help. Yeah, I thought it might. Did you do something? No, no, God just put you in the right place at the right time. Well, yeah, that'll help. Probably why my machine got messed up. Oh, more than likely. But, it's fixed. Gotta go talk to that lady? Yeah, she may need some fixing herself. Like, well, things around her. Um, anyway, me and Shadow's gonna go over there and Jeep's okay there? Yeah, as in might be a while. All right. So you gonna come back and fix that other dozer? And oh yeah, I'll be back probably in a couple of hours, maybe a little bit more. Walks over and um, finds a spot where he can cross over that little stream, brook, river, whatever it is. Doesn't quite have a name for it. Could be a slushy, slushy for all he knows. Anyway, he gets to her and she looks at him and goes, "Busy, are you? Yeah, yeah. And you've been busy with the council. Yes, yeah, that's true. Well, I won't be paying for a while. Oh, no, I don't think so. That was expensive. Well, yeah. I'm not here about that. I imagine you weren't. Um, I got an issue with a machine. Needs some help. Willing to pay for it, of course. Okay. Well, that's good. We can do that." And so she said, "So let's walk this way," and I walk up to a face of a rock, and she stands there for a minute, and the rock opens, and in they go. And they get in, and she goes, "This is where I'm staying now." She said, "It's an old military base, a nice place for me and some of those people that just don't fit anywhere else." Understand? But there's a machine that we require for heat in the winter, and as you know, we're still in that a bit. Yeah. Soon to be March, though. Yeah, soon to be in the warmth then. Yeah. Well, we wish that machine also do the other thing. Yes, that would be good. Um, she says, "Who's this?" And this, oh, this little one is called Shadow. Well, that's one of her names. Uh, that's a good name for her. And she's just my little apprentice, follows me around. I helped her get rid of something, and since then she's kind of been stuck to me. Ah, nice little lady to be with you. Yes, yes, she's a young, wonderful, and also teaching her a few things. Ah, yes, that would be good. So she takes him downstairs and said, "This is the machine." Oh, yeah, it's an oldie, but a goodie. Ah, yeah, let's see. Let's see if we can get that thing working in both functions for you. It works away for about 5 hours. He was going to be away for two, but that's how life goes. And he's pretty grimy and dirty, and so is Shadow. Both got kind of schmucked. And she goes, "Well, there's a hot spring around the corner there if you want to have a bit of a bath. Um, just throw out your clothes and we'll clean them up for you." Oh, okay. And so he does that. And so does Shadow, and they're sitting there talking. And she's laying on his shoulder, which she sometimes does, and she goes, she said, I need to find more safe people, but I like you, you're safe. And he goes, yep, I'm safe. And he puts his arm around her just to hold her, and she's happy to be held. And they kind of rest there for a little while, and the lady comes back and goes, hey, the clothes are clean, dried. He realizes it's now a couple hours again, and he goes, it's dark, isn't it? Yeah. I'm gonna try to go down the mountain. Can you, yeah, I can send a signal. We're gonna be here a while. We're just gonna rest. It's been a long day of pushing and pulling and heavy objects. Well, I'm thankful the heater working. Looks like the air is working too. Oh yeah, didn't even need parts. It was just a question of taking it apart, cleaning it, putting it back together, and in case of sometimes Shadow can, like do things. She goes, that's awesome. She said, do you mind if I join? And he goes, no problem. And so she joins. She's wearing kind of a swimsuit and shows modesty, And he goes, yeah, it's too tired for that. But he said, I did put a towel in a certain place. So, I'm covered. This is Shadow. She's not really modest at all. I see that. And they're sitting there talking. And she goes, I'm finished with this, and I'm gonna go upstairs, and you just come on up, and we'll have some food, and we can go to bed." And he goes, "That sounds good." Next morning, they're all ready to go, and he checks on the machine one more time, and she says, "Thank you so much." And off they go back down, and clean clothes, nice food. The guy's there and he's muttering around, I really need that dozer. Well, you should have it in about 3 hours. Sorry, I had to fix something. Oh, I understand. I don't have a monopoly on you or anything, but that dozer really needs a, wow, look at that. About 2 hours later, the dozer's running fine. He's happy. They both, even though they've slept well and everything, they're feeling kind of a little less than stellar, but then they knew that might happen. They've been pushing for a while on things and she looks at him and she goes, is there anything else that we need to fix here? Oh, there's a couple of four-wheelers. We'll have to tear those apart and get those up and running for these guys. We can do that and then we can go home. It won't be that long. And so she sits there and tears apart one and he tears apart the other and she watches and he watches and they get it done. Another 6 hours of work, unfortunately. Now they're really spent. And they just want to go home, but home's a bit away. And they're using the Jeep, so it doesn't do what the other one sometimes can do. So it's just a question of driving home, he said. You want to drive home now or you want to wait and then we'll rest a bit and then we'll go. She goes, yeah, let's just go. He's happy. He's got all his equipment working in this zone. Yeah, we gotta get up tomorrow and do more in the others. But yeah, we'll get it all working for him. We have so many other things to do, Shadow says. Yep, that's true. And so they get in the Jeep and start driving, and eventually they arrive home. They're beat tired. Wifey looks at him and goes, you look like you need a snuggle, cuddle, sleep. Yes. Shadow goes, I'm gonna go and sit in the water again. I got grease where it shouldn't get greased. And the two ladies not from around this zone say, well, we've been baking and cooking all day and washing dirty laundry, and yeah, we'll go and have some and sit with you for a while. And Shadow says, I'm coming up and snuggling beside you both later. I don't want to be in my own room tonight. Sometimes good, not tonight. But that's fine. So Shadow heads for the hot tub, and Wifey and Joseph head upstairs. And we'll leave it there. I know, average interesting day. Well, except for the lady living in an old military facility, but hey, that could happen. That's a normal thing, isn't it? Anyway, let's have a. Pardon me. Whoa, I don't know where that came from, but I probably should give into it for a while, which I will. But first, well, I might have to too. That's what happens when you're real, when you exist. Aren't bits and pieces from somewhere else's. Anyway, we're here. We have a little blessing of joy and peace and love and invention and intention and activation and oh yeah, all those good things. And all those things that God wishes to paint you, that He's sitting there with that brush ready to go. According to God's will and wish, and according to your will and wish, this can be. So we come before you, Father, and we just simply say thank you for the story. It's a simple story, but I imagine it's got stuff weaved into it so deep that we'll be without ever seeing all of it. Well, we aren't supposed to. Many are. And we are glad that they will find their healing in a simple story of fixing. And so we ask if this is the first time or the 100th time that you push back that darkness. If it's the first time, John 3:16, Roman road, what James says about, if you confess in your heart and if you confess with your mouth and believe in your heart, we'll get it in the right direction. And you are saved. That means you accept what Christ is giving. And that's all there is to that. We just, if it's the 100th time, well, then take them deeper, Father, much deeper. Oh, we thank you for doing all of this. We ask for grace and mercy and courage and strength as we go. And we say thankful, grateful, gratitude, thankful, grateful, gratitude, thankful, grateful, gratitude, standing in awe and honor, respect, allowing all glory to flow to Father, Spirit, Son. This is, and so this is. So when you rest well, I did it again. When you rest, rest well. When you wake, wake well. Know that your path is well lit by God. Blessings.